Hello and welcome to this week's live Karatbars presentation. In the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to give you a quick overview of Karatbars. At the end of this presentation, you will be able to decide whether or not you think Karatbars is the right business for you, okay? There's going to be no hype in this presentation. It's a straightforward overview of the business. It'll answer all your immediate questions, and as I said at the end of this, you will understand Karatbars and you will be able to make an informed decision on whether or not you think the business is for you. So, who am I? My name is Brian McGinty. I've been in direct sales for 18 years. I have helped hundreds of people around the world grow their businesses. I currently help over 1,000 people in over 100 countries around the world grow their Karatbars business. Okay, so at the end of this presentation, if someone has told you to go and watch this video, please get back to them and ask them for their referral link, because you'll need their link to register on the site. If you've just come to this site video randomly, then you will find a registration link underneath this video. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. Grab a cup of coffee. I hope you enjoy this. If you missed something, you can always go back and watch it again. So let me get started. So who are Karatbars first of all? Who are the company? The company is a registered German company who sell 24 karat 999 currency grade gold products. Okay, it's not 9 karat, it's not 18 karat gold, it's 24 karat and it's pure gold. It's the type of gold that people use to settle international debt. Okay. I've underlined products there as well because Karatbars is products, okay? I'll explain a little bit more about that later. The company has been operating successfully for 4 years. I underline successfully because lots of online businesses out there are open, they're not doing very well, people can't get paid, people can't get their products. Karatbars have been operating very successfully now for 4 years, which is a long time online. There are 120,000 affiliates and customers in 116 countries. Now, what does that tell you about a company that they have that many affiliates and customers in so many countries around the world? These numbers are growing all the time. Around about Christmas time, there were around about 100,000. Now 120,000. At Christmas time, there were around about 100 countries. We're now up to 116 countries around the world. Karatbars is not a pyramid scheme or MLM. Okay, people bandy these phrases around, and most of the time they don't know what they mean. Pyramid schemes are basically when people pay people above them and all this sort of thing, and monthly fees, and MLMs is about monthly fees and auto ships and all these things. Well, Karatbars is neither. Karatbars is not a pyramid scheme or MLM, and by the end of this presentation you will understand exactly why it isn't, and you'll be happy with the fact that it's not. The company provide excellent support and daily training. Why do I think that's so important? Well, I think that's very important because lots of online companies now, people join them, pay over money, and they don't get any support, they don't get any training, and they don't actually know what they're doing. So Karatbars is different because they do supply excellent support and daily training. The company has a fantastic reputation both online and online. It doesn't matter which online company you do a search on now, you'll find something negative about the companies. Well, you won't find anything negative about Karatbars. And to conclude on this slide, really, if someone comes to me about Karatbars, I don't try and give them a big pitch on Karatbars. I just say, look, go and do your own research. You know what the website's called, it's karatbars.com. Go and take a look on the website, go and do your own research, go and search on Google, go and search on YouTube, and do what people like to call their due diligence, okay? I'm quite happy to do that with people because I know they'll come back to me in maybe 5 days or a week's time, and they always say the same thing. Brian, I've done my research, I've had a look around the internet, I've done the searches, I've asked a few people, spoke to a few people, and you're right, Karatbars hasn't got any negativity, and they do say what they say they're going to do. Okay, so a little bit more then about Karatbars as a company. Karatbars are based in Stuttgart in Germany, in case you didn't know where the company is based. The company makes gold exchange available for everyone. It's a privately owned company, okay? It's regulated by strict German laws. The concept itself was started back in 2008, and as I said before, the company's now become well known, trusted and respected around the world. The idea of the company, as you can see in the next little part there, it says exchanging cash for gold. The company's not about buying gold and hoping the price of gold goes up. That's what whenever people see gold websites, they think, oh, people are buying gold hoping it goes up in price. That's not what this business is about at all, which you're about to learn. Karatbars is expanding worldwide, as I said. And you can see the companies there on the right hand side. So there's different companies around the world part of the Karatbars group in terms of the business. It is a real business, real offices, real people. There's real people in support. If you ring up the office, you'll speak to somebody like Joshua or Near Mina. The head of the company is Harold Seitz. You can go and do a search on him on Google as well. Alright, so what I'm saying is it's a real company, real offices, real people, and you can get in touch with those people and you can communicate with them as well. And plus there's meetings and events being held all around the world if you want to go and meet people from Karatbars in person too. So let me just talk about gold and paper money for a little second. A lot of people don't really know the background really of gold and paper money, so I'll explain that first of all. Paper money was designed about 100 years ago as a substitute for gold. Gold has been around for thousands of years, and for the past 2 or 3,000 years it has always been used as currency. And currency then is something that people use to buy goods and services. Okay, so gold has always been used, and it has always been out in the public domain, and people have always had access to gold. Around about 100 years ago, governments decided they would take the gold back, package the gold up into gold bullion, put it into places like Fort Knox and the Federal Reserve, and for every gram of gold, or for every dollar's worth of gold, that they had, they would print $1 and have $1 worth of gold to back that up. This was the experiment they tried. That experiment was going very badly wrong up until 1971, and then in 1971 President Nixon in the US decided to cut that gold standard. Okay, the net result of that is that governments, including the American government, British government, and different governments, have just been printing and printing and printing paper money since. And the value of that paper money now is the value of a dollar. The value of the actual dollar itself is less than the paper that it's actually printed on. Let's look at gold over the same amount of time on the right of the screen, and you can see that gold has never let us down in 5,000 years of history, and certainly hasn't let us down in the past 100 years of history either. You can still buy the same amount of goods and services with a gram of gold that you could buy 100 years ago. You can't say the same thing about a dollar or a pound. You can't buy the same things for a pound now that you could 100 years ago, or indeed 10 years ago. So in conclusion on that, the fiat paper currency experiment, as people call it, has gone badly wrong. There's runs happening in banks like happened in Cyprus last year, and lots of people think that the dollar is going to crash. I'm not a financial advisor, I don't know, but again, gold is a backup for that, and gold has never let us down in 5,000 years of history. Now, in saying that, if you wanted to have some gold, if you wanted to change some of your paper money back into gold, how would you do it? Well, 1 kilo of gold today, as I said, has been packed up into these amounts that people can't get at. 1 kilo of gold today is $43,000. 1 ounce of gold is around about $1,363. Now, I don't know about you watching this presentation or anyone, but most people don't have $1,300 to lay out on an ounce of gold. They certainly don't have $43,000 to buy a kilo of gold. So that means that governments, successive governments around the world, have kept gold packaged up in such a way that the average person cannot accumulate their own gold. The very wealthy can, yes, the very wealthy can buy kilos of gold and do these sorts of things, but the average person can't. And this is where Karatbars come in. This is where the concept of the company came into play, because Karatbars wanted to get some of this pure gold. We're talking 999 currency grade gold here. I'm not talking about some cheaper form of gold. It's pure gold, and Karatbars wanted to put that back into the hands of the people. That's the basis of the company, if you like. And how Karatbars are doing that are in these little cards on the left. And those cards are actually called Karatbars. So those little plastic cards, in the centre of those cards you can see on the left is 1 gram of 999 currency grade gold. Okay, I have one in my wallet here. I show it to people. People are fascinated by the fact that that's pure gold in the centre of that card. Okay, each gold is stamped. Each gram of gold is stamped. Each gram of gold has its own number. Each gram of gold has a hologram. And as I said in the very beginning, I tell people to go and do your own research. And do you think with 120,000 customers and affiliates in 116 countries, if it wasn't real, someone might have found out by now? Do you not think someone would have written that in a blog post? Of course they would. The gold is real. It comes from an LBMA certified refinery, and that's what a Karatbar actually looks like. Now, I did touch at the start of the presentation and say that Karatbars sell 24 karat gold products. Okay, Karatbars is actually a products based business. Those little black cards I showed you in the previous slide are a classic card, and they contain 1 gram of gold. Let's say you don't want to buy a gram of gold. Let's say you want to buy a bigger amount, 2.5 grams. Well, they've got a card for that. Karatbars have a 5 gram card just below the silver one. Beside that, they have an I love you card for Valentine's Day, obviously, an occasion like that. So rather than giving someone a Valentine's card, you could give them a gram of gold with an I love you stamp on it as well, so on the actual card. You have birth cards. In the centre there's an American country card. There are Christmas cards, obviously, for Christmas time. The World Cup's coming up in Brazil. Top left there you can see a World Cup card. These are collector's items that people like to collect. More and more people are collecting these types of cards because there's actually the value of the gold that's actually within the card. Below that you can see a Bosnia card there. Just below that then there's a 100 gram multi-pack. If someone wants to buy 100 grams at a time, all they have to do is go into the back office of the website and they can buy their 100 gram multi-pack there. You have wedding cards, Pope John Paul II there beside that, congratulations. And then I'll draw your eyes to the centre of the screen where you've got the Ferrari one and the Mercedes one above that. If any business in the world wants to order some business cards, they can go to the Karatbars website, order some business cards, and those business cards will come with a gram of gold in the centre of them. Now that's one business card that people will not throw away, and it's a fantastic marketing tool. If you're selling a product where you can allow €50 or $65 in it for a marketing product, that's a business card you can give the person, tell them there's a gram of gold in it, and they will show that business card to 5, 10 other people. It's a great way of spreading the business by these business cards. All these products are all available within the back office, and anyone can go in and buy them anytime they like. On the right of the screen there, you can see the t-shirts, polo shirts. People do presentations in hotels, promoting the Karatbars business. You can buy pull-up banners and you can buy brochures. All these products are available now within the back office. You can just go in there and make a purchase of them anytime you like. So, Karatbars, you know what Karatbars do now. They sell 24 karat gold products. So let's just give you a basis, the basis of the business itself, the basics if you like. Registration at karatbars.com is completely free for customers and affiliates in 116 countries around the world, and that number is growing all the time. You can buy whichever products you want whenever you want. Okay, anyone can register in the Karatbars website. Completely free and without obligation. They just need a referral link. So if you're watching this new, go back to the person who told you about it and get their link, and you can buy whichever products you want whenever you want. Same for your customers. You can have your purchases delivered to your home. This is why I explained it's a products-based business. If you buy products, of course you can have them delivered to your home. There are no sign-up costs, no fees, no subscriptions to make purchases of Karatbars products. There are no sign-up costs, fees or subscriptions to actually just look on the website. So there's absolutely no obligation for you or for your customers to go now, register on the website and have a look. That's very, very important. There are no minimum orders or monthly obligations. So if a customer does decide after a month they want to buy some gold or buy maybe a Valentine's card, then a World Cup card, and then maybe a Christmas card at the end of the year, they can make those 3 purchases as and when they like. So Karatbars make it 100% hassle-free for both you to promote the business. So it's easy for you to ask someone to register on the site and take a look at the products. It's easy then for your customers because they can dip in and out of the site whenever they like. They have a login. They can log in, make a purchase, have the purchase delivered to their home. Nice, simple, easy business. It's one of the easiest businesses from that point of view that you're ever likely to find. So as I said, in order for me to have a team of over 1,000 people, I speak to thousands of people about the business. And these are the top 5 questions I'm always asked by people, and these are the questions you will be asked as well. Indeed, these are questions you might be asking yourself. So number 1, top question asked every day: can you buy gold cheaper anywhere else? Well, in all my time in the company, I have not found another website or company that will sell me 1 gram of gold, 2.5 or 5 grams of gold any cheaper than Karatbars. I'll give an example. I had someone that, yesterday morning told me that the Perth minted a gram of gold cheaper. On the front of their site they had a price per gram. Okay, I don't know where they got it from, because whenever you go to buy the products they don't actually have a gram for sale. And then this happens with a lot of these websites. They'll tell you that they do a cheaper gram price, then you get to the checkout and they don't have it available, but by that time they have your details, and then they start trying to sell you kilos and ounces and things like that. You cannot buy gold any cheaper by the gram, this form of gold, any cheaper anywhere else. And if you do find any, please let me know, or let the person know who told you about this video, because we would be pleased to see it. Number 2, what if the price of gold goes down? Karatbars is not about Karatbars is a business. We don't talk about the price of gold going up or down. I did not join Karatbars because of the price of gold going up. Okay, I joined Karatbars because it's a business, it makes me money, and the compensation plan allows me to accumulate gold every week for free. Okay, so through the compensation plan I get my gold put into storage for me for free every single week now. So I'm accumulating my own gold for free. Okay, price of gold goes down to 1 cent, it's still gone up in value on what it's actually cost me. If you're buying gold over the long term and you think the price is going to go up, that's great. But that's not how we promote Karatbars as a business. I never talk about the price of gold going up or down. It's not why I joined the company, it's not why I do it, and as I said, I get my gold for free anyway. Now number 4, what if Karatbars goes bust? Well, again, if you have your gold delivered to your home, which you can do, the gold's sitting there at home, it doesn't need servicing, it doesn't need batteries, it doesn't need the Karatbars serviceman to come out and fix it. It's your gold, it's your products, it's in your home. Okay, it's not going to go out of date or anything. It's not going to need you to do anything with it next year. Gold is just gold. Okay, there's no signs logically that Karatbars is going to go bust. They've been growing now successfully for 4 years, and there's no reason why they would, but again, that's a judgment call you make by yourself. Now number 4, takes me on to this about Karatbars going bust. Whenever you make a gold purchase with Karatbars, your gold is actually stored with a company called Prosegur. That's the little van there, the yellow van's on the right. So if you can see the name there, Prosegur, type that into Google, do a search. Prosegur are a third-party security company. So if you don't trust Karatbars with your gold, it's okay, because it's Prosegur that's looking after it in their own vaults. Following on from that, if you don't even trust Prosegur to hold on to it securely for you, you can have it delivered to your home. And it's delivered to your home by a company called FedEx. So everyone knows who FedEx is. FedEx will deliver it to your home, and again, FedEx is an insured company, so if the FedEx van gets robbed on the way to your house, then at least your gold is insured, and the value of your gold is insured as well. Okay, so the moral of all that story is that you can sleep soundly at night. If you go to Karatbars today, buy your gold. It's securely stored for you with a third-party company, and then during delivery it's securely delivered by FedEx, so you have no need to worry. Number 5, people ask, well, if there's all these Karatbars around the world now, what do we do about liquidating them again? What if there was an emergency and I wanted to turn them back into cash again, or what if I wanted to buy something with them? How do I do that? Well, that brings us on to the Karatbars exchange centres. Again, if you look at karatbars.com, there's a button there that says exchange centres, and in simple terms, if someone selling kitchens in London tomorrow wanted to become an exchange centre, he could. He would get to advertise on the Karatbars website. He then could take Karatbars in exchange for kitchens or whatever it is he's actually selling. So what the retailer gets to go on the Karatbars website, they get advertising on there. If someone has Karatbars at home and they want to buy something, well, they can go and chip in those Karatbars or exchange those Karatbars for goods and services. This is why Karatbars, it's important to have your gold by the gram, because if you want to buy a pair of shoes, there's no point in having a 10-gram card, 5-gram card worth €200 whenever the shoes are only €50. So this is why it's good to have the Karatbars in small denominations, so that you can use them as and when you need to. As a bit of a side issue in this, it is real gold. It's in the centre of the card. You can take the gold out of the centre of the card. It is stamped. You could sell it to any gold buyer, or any jeweler would probably buy it from you as well, anywhere in the world. I have found personally, I've got a Karat by my wallet. I know today it's worth €49. Well, I could have sold that 10 times over for €60, €65 to people I've shown it to, because whenever they see it, they go, well, that's nice, can I have one? And I'll say to them, yes, go to my website, and they always say, well, I'll buy that one off you, and they'll always offer you a bit more than what it's actually worth. So you will have no problem getting rid of your Karatbars if and when you want to. So let me just talk about Karatbars prices a bit more for a second. It's very, very important to know the contents of the slide, and it's very important that you understand the slide, because lots of people go to the Karatbars website, they look at the price of a gram of gold today, and they see the price of a gram of gold on the Karatbars website today for €49, and then for some reason, only known to the general public, but they go to goldprice.org and they look up the price of a kilo of gold today. This is because people know that a kilo divided by 1,000 is a gram. Okay? What they do is they get $43,000, which I told you earlier. They divide that by 1,000 and they come up with a figure of $43, and they think, oh, Karatbars is expensive, €48 per gram, and the price of a gram is only 43. Completely wrong. It's comparing apples with pears. That's not how you work things out. If you buy something in bulk, you get it cheaper. Okay? If you go to the corner shop, I use this example, you don't go to the corner shop and see a can of Coca-Cola for $1, and you don't tell the man behind the counter that you can buy them directly from Coca-Cola for 20 cents a can, because he would say to you, well, if you want to buy 1,000 cans, we'll go to Coca-Cola, but the reason you're in the corner shop is because you can only afford one can and you only want one can today. Same thing with Karatbars. Karatbars is allowing you to accumulate your own gold as and when you like, and it's allowing anyone around the world to do that as and when they like, as and when they can afford to do it. Now, if you are very price conscious and you're thinking, right, I want to pay a bit less for my gold, well, a 2.5 gram card in the middle of the screen there you can see is $108.65. That actually brings the price per gram down from 48 to 43.46. If you're even more price conscious, and if you had €200 in your wallet, for example, you could buy a 5 gram Karatbars card. That would bring the price then down to 38.78 per gram. So the moral of this slide really is, if you can afford the bigger amounts, then and you're not worried about exchanging, you're not worried about having the 1 gram cards, buy the 5 gram cards if it's the price point that you're actually thinking about. It's very important as well, if you are promoting Karatbars and you are going to promote the business, that you do understand this slide and make it very clear to people that looking at the 48.91 per gram and then looking up the gold price today and dividing it is completely wrong. It's not how you work it out. So very important that you realise that and let people know that they can buy the bigger amounts and the price per gram actually comes down. As well as that, whenever customers are buying, I'm just showing this slide from the back office, you can see there you can do a monthly payment. So if you want to go to the website now, you go to Classic Auto and Special Exchange, under Product Purchase, Classic Gold Card 1, click Checkout, go to the checkout, and you can buy your Karatbar with your debit card or credit card or bank transfer. Okay, very, very simple, very, very easy. If you want to do a fixed amount purchase, you can enter the amount, say $200. It will buy you $200 worth of grams of gold then from the site, and they will put them into storage for you as well. Okay, you can also make a one-time purchase. Obviously, if you just want to you think to yourself, oh, I've got €200 spare, I'd like to buy some gold, just go into the back office on the site and buy it as and when you like. So complete flexibility for everybody, customers and affiliates, everyone can go in and have a look through all this and take a look at the products, and you can buy your products as and when you like. Nice and simple. So why do people register for a Karatbars account? As I said, I help a lot of people around the world, and these are the 5 main reasons that people actually have come into my business. So number one is the obvious one, is just to change some paper money for gold, change some of that virtual numbers on a screen currency. People think they've got £50,000 in the bank. Well, it's not really in the bank, it's just numbers on a screen. You can't go in and ask to see it because it won't be there. Okay, most banks it's just numbers on a screen. So people are changing some of that, not changing all of it, just changing some of it in case there is anything that happens with the banks as a little bit of money insurance. Number two, setting up trust funds for children and grandchildren. People now want to put some money away for children, grandchildren, and they're worried about the banks and worried about charges and fees in the banks. So you can go to the Karatbars website, set up a trust fund in the children or grandchildren's name, and do that, and set up a monthly amount there. Nice and simple. Number three, loads of people are buying the gift cards, collector's cards. More and more businesses are hearing about the branding cards, and garages and different companies who are looking for something different as a marketing tool are buying the branding cards as well. So loads of people doing that. Number four, as part of a long-term financial strategy, some people like to buy wine, some people like to buy art, some people like to buy precious metals. Lots of people join Karatbars because they want some gold as part of a long-term financial strategy. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know if the price of gold is going to go up or down. Signals are to me that it probably will, and over a long period of time gold has never let us down. But as I said, that's entirely up to yourself and your own call. Now number five is why I joined the company primarily, and what I'm going to talk about for the rest of this presentation is making money. Karatbars is a business. Karatbars is a company that will allow you to join it and promote it, and as you sell the Karatbars products, you will make money. So I'm going to talk now about making money by promoting 1, 2, 3 and 4 to other people. So Karatbars is a very, very simple business. First of all, okay, an affiliate with zero downline, so be very clear in this, an affiliate with zero downline and 100 customers saving 1 gram of gold each per week, okay, that works out at, they will earn around about $750 or $1,000 per month income. This is because you earn up to 6% on all gold purchases by your customers. Let me quickly explain that. If you had 100 customers saving 1 gram of gold each a week, that works out at 400 grams a month. At around €50 a gram, that would be €20,000 worth of sales. Okay, if you did €20,000 worth of sales, you would be on a 3.5% commission. Okay, 3.5% commission, and that works out about €720 or around about $1,000. Okay, so just to give you a little idea how that works, if you go out and find 100 customers and you think €1,000 a month is good, then you'll make a good living. Okay, so that's just a little example there. Do you think you could help Karatbars find affiliates? Karatbars need affiliates. Karatbars are growing around the world, and they need affiliates. Why do they need affiliates? To find customers. Okay, you need salespeople to help find customers. So what I'm going to talk about for the rest of this presentation is how you can become a Karatbars affiliate, and how you can help Karatbars go and find other affiliates and help grow the affiliate team around the world. Because if you do help find some other affiliates, you'll learn from what they do too. So that's what I do. I teach people how to build an affiliate business. That's what I'm going to talk about for the rest of this presentation. Okay, so if you want to get started in building an affiliate team, you buy a marketing pack. Okay, big black letters along the top. It's a one-off cost. There are no monthly fees and no yearly fees. How often do you ever see that with an online company? Never, I bet. Okay, it's a one-off cost, no monthly fees or no yearly fees. Once you pay the amount of money you pay, so you go to the back office, you buy your package, that's it. Okay, nothing else to pay, no hidden costs or nothing else. So you could start off as a bronze package member, and that's $130. You could then you might decide to buy a silver package, a gold package, a VIP for $2,107, or a VIP exclusive, which includes a company share. That's why that one's so much more. Some people start off on a bronze package and then they might decide after a few weeks, do you know what, I might go up and buy the gold package. Okay, bigger packages just have more included in them and they pay higher commissions. I'll explain that in a second. So I started off, as an example, I started off as a silver package member, 305, and then I upgraded to VIP. Okay, so there's no trip steps, there's no hidden agendas, nothing like that. You can start in whatever package you feel most comfortable on. You can just take out your credit card and buy it. Okay, I've put in the bottom there, prices increase and decrease with the price of gold, because actually inside these packages you do actually get real gold. So I'm just going to tell you now what's included in the packages, but you can see there bronze, silver, gold and VIP. So if you order a package today, you go to the website, take out your credit card or debit card and buy your package. This is an example of a package, and this is a silver package on the left. So whenever that came, whenever I got it, I took it out of the box, I spread it out there and took a picture of it so I could explain it to people. So you get your brochures, obviously. You get brochures for the K Exchange Centre, so if you speak to any retailers you can give them a brochure and explain how they can become a K Exchange Centre. You have the stickers there they'd put in the window, obviously. The brochure behind there is a brochure on gold, and it explains the value of gold and why people should own gold. The little black cards you can see in the picture are bonus cards, and they are €100 discount cards. So if I was speaking to someone, or if you're speaking to someone and they're interested in buying like a VIP package or branding cards or certain purchases, you can say to them, look, before you buy that, here's €100 off. There's a code in the back of that card. If they punch that in, they can get €100 off their purchase. So a nice tool to help you grow your business. Below that you have the little white cards, and they are 3% discount cards. So what you do with those is, if you're speaking to a customer and they want to buy some gold, you can say, look, before you make any purchases, here's 3% off all your purchases for 12 months. So it's a nice gift to give someone, and these are all great tools for building your business. The white cards are €20 each. You can buy them individually in the back office if you like, and the bonus cards there are €80 each, so you can buy them in the back office as well. You can buy extra brochures, and you can buy extra stickers, and you can buy all these things, all these parts in the back office. But that's a silver package, that's what you get included in that. Now most importantly, on the picture in the top right, that's a Karatbars classic card which you get in the silver package, and there's no better tool in this world for growing your business than taking that out of your wallet and showing it to people. People love the actual Karatbars card. It's the same size as a credit card, and once you hand it out to people, the only thing you have to be careful of is getting it back, because people do hand it about and show it around to people. Great thing for growing your business is the classic card. If you're doing a presentation, you can buy a presentation box. In the box there you can see a America Country card, Pope John Paul card and a classic card. So there's display cases and lots of other things that you can use there to help grow your business as well. So let me go through the packages. You know now, whenever you buy a package, you know it's a real thing, so that's important. So let me explain the differences between each package. So the bronze package is €99, as I said. You can order the package in English or French or Spanish, or there's different languages in there as well, depending on which country you're in. You get your brochures, obviously, and then you get one of the €100 cards and one of the 3% cards. Okay, that's what you get. So you've got good value in the pack for what you're actually buying. As a bronze package member, you get 5% commission on personal package sales. You can see in the bottom right there, and you earn €10 per cycle in the dual system. I'll explain the dual system when I finished explaining the packages. Okay, so as a bronze package member, one each of the cards, 5% commission and €10 per cycle. Okay, silver package is the next one. It's different. It's the one I recommend people start on because it includes 1 gram of gold. You then get 3 of the €100 cards, 3% cards. The total value of those items individually is $349, but you can buy the silver package today for $230. Okay, again, just use your credit card, go into the checkout and buy your package. 10% commission then you get on that, so you go from 5% in the bronze to 10%, and you now go from €10 per cycle up to €40 per cycle. You get the idea now. The gold package, again, you're getting 2 grams of gold now in this one, 5 €100 cards, 5 3% bonus cards. You now skip up to 15% commission and €60 per cycle in the dual system. And the total value in this package, you can see in blue there, 758, but the price to use only 570. Okay, so always getting more value in the pack than what the pack's costing you. The VIP package, 3 grams of gold, 20 €100 cards, 10 3% cards, value around about 1947 in euros. Total cost of the package $1560. And as I keep repeating and keep making it clear to people, there's no monthly fees or subscriptions in this. Okay, there's lots of people out there who are buying with online businesses and they're paying $99 a month and they don't think it's a lot. Well, it's $1,200 a year nearly. and these fees and monthly fees do build up, and this is why a lot of people cancel from online businesses, because they see a fee going out every month and nothing coming in, so they cancel. Well, there is no monthly fees in Karatbars, there is no auto ships, there is no yearly fees, so there's nothing to cancel from, so you don't get cancellations. Okay, as a VIP package member, we're up now to 20% commission, and that's the maximum, and you get €80 per cycle in the dual system, and €80 per cycle is the maximum as well. But there was one other package I mentioned, which was the VIP exclusive, and the VIP exclusive package is $10,000 or $7,550. Of course, as you'd expect, there's lots more gold and there's a lot more bonus cards and things like that inside it. Okay, but the important thing with the VIP exclusive package is that every gram of gold sold company wide results in 20 cents being added to something called the World Pool. Okay, there are 10,000 World Pool shares, and anyone who buys a VIP exclusive package gets a share in that World Pool at the end of the year. So every time there's 20 cents, every time a gram of gold sold, 20 cents goes into this pool, and it is shared among the people who bought the VIP exclusive packages. Okay, so this is for the entrepreneur, this is for someone who really wants to earn from everything that's happening within the company and puts their faith into the business. Now, you may think, who would do that? Well, over 250 people have already bought these, and they've only been available for a couple of months. And the reason I come back to the very start of this presentation is that Karatbars have been around for 4 years, they've got a solid history, no negativity, and they do what they say they're going to do week in and week out. This is why many people are quite happy to part with this sort of money and buy these packages. Okay, so that's the VIP exclusive package, and that's all your packages that you can actually buy within Karatbars. Okay, so I did talk to you about this dual system. Okay, so let me just explain that to you now. So I'll go to the little diagram on the right where you can see it says one cycle, and there's a little diagram that says U. Okay, so one cycle is 50 units on one team and 25 on the other. This is these cycles I was talking about. So you get two teams, okay? 25 units on one side, 50 units on the other, and that creates one cycle. Okay, so what a cycle is at the bottom of the screen you can see where it says Karatbars, Silver, Gold and VIP. Well, every time a purchase is made in your left team or right team, anywhere in your downline to infinity, you get units. So if someone in your left team bought a silver package today, you get 20 units. If someone bought a gold package, you get 50 units. Okay, 1 gram of gold is 1 unit. So if you had 25 grams of gold on your left, 50 grams of gold on the right, anywhere in your downline to infinity, then that would create one cycle. Okay, so purchases anywhere to infinity create cycles. Another important thing, in case you're thinking this looks like a binary system, it may look like one, but it's not like one you've seen before, because the units stay on your left and the units stay on your right until they cycle. So if you end up like me, I have about 1800 units today on my right side. If I went off now on holidays for 3 months and came back, those 1800 units would still be there. Okay? If you're a seasoned online business, if you've been in online business for a while, that should really make you stop and think for a minute that you never ever lose your units. Okay, and the 50 always comes from the side with the most amount of units. So for example, as I said, 25 units on one side, 25 grams of gold on one side, 50 grams of gold on the other, you get a cycle. So a cycle is, let's go to the left now where it says weekly payout. You can see as a bronze package member, if you read across, you would earn €10 per cycle. If you were a silver package member, you would get €40 per cycle. If you're a gold package member, 60, and a VIP package member, 80. So every time I get 75 units in my team, left and right, I get €80 because I'm a VIP package member. If I was a silver package member, I would get 40. It's as simple as that. There's no qualifications, there's no auto ships, there's no monthly fees, no one in your team can ever cancel. It doesn't matter if you have 50 people registered and the 51st person decides to become an affiliate, there's no overqualifying. It doesn't matter if you're a silver package member and someone below you becomes a VIP, you still get all units. You don't even have to think about it. If the purchase happens anywhere in your downline to infinity, you get the units. Okay, I'm making that really, really clear to people, because sometimes people look at the Karatbars, look at it and think, oh, this is a binary, oh, I know how they work, you have to build a left team and a right team and then you lose the points at the end of the month. Well, not with Karatbars. I've seen many of these systems in 18 years and I've never seen one like Karatbars. I've never seen anything so fair, because you never lose your units, they stay there until they cycle, and it doesn't matter where the purchase is or who makes it, you still get the units as well. Very, very fair, very, very honest, and that's why a lot of people are making a lot of money within the business. So let me give you a real example of the dual system. This is my back office, so you've got access to this whenever you register. So on my left you can see 4 units there. on the top, and on the right team you can see I've got 417. Well, 417 is bigger than 4, so the 50s will always come off that side until that side becomes smaller than the other side. Okay, so 50s will always come off there. You can see then me, that's me in the middle, that's a black egg, which means VIP. You can see then somebody come into my team on the right, they're also a VIP. You can see someone down there on the left is a yellow egg, so that means they're gold. Okay, so they're a gold member. And all those little silver eggs are people who decided to buy silver packages. I draw your attention to this because out of the first 20 odd people that have actually registered just for an account, even people who just registered as customers, had no intention of becoming affiliates, have now become affiliates because they've bought some product, the product has been delivered to their home, they've shown a friend or a relative, the friends wanted to buy some, and they've told them about the website and they need the person's affiliate link to register. All free customers and all free affiliates get a landing page anyway. And if you join up as a customer and suddenly your sister wants to buy some gold, well, if you give them your affiliate link, then that automatically makes you an affiliate anyway. Okay, so customers end up becoming affiliates anyway, because after a while, once they get some product delivered, they really love it and they can't help showing it to people. So you'll end up finding, and I've never seen this in any other business, that more and more people come into the business 2, 3, 4 months later who just joined as customers, and then they start becoming affiliates. Okay, so that's over 50% of the people that have even registered have now decided to become affiliates, which is a huge conversion rate. Okay, so that it's important just to give you a little idea of how that works. So how much would you like to earn? 25 units from one side, as I said, 50 in the other, anywhere in your downline to infinity. And if you do think about that, all you need is literally one person on the left building, one person on the right building a team or building a customer base, and you never have to work again. Unlike most other online businesses, as I said, you never ever lose out either. Those points remain there until they cycle. I've never seen this before in any other binary system except Karatbars, and it works well. So if you imagine just one cycle per day, 75 units as a VIP, you'd earn $100 per day. So you don't need one cycle per day. It was $100 per day, or $3,300 per month. Okay. If you take a look at that another way, if you divide that by 3, one cycle every 3 days would give you over $1,000 per month income. Okay, just one cycle every 3 days, and all you need is 75 units, 50 on one side, 25 on the other. It is that easy whenever you get your head around this compensation plan. Now 5 cycles per day, 325 units, if you get up to that sort of level, is $600 per day, or $16,000 per month income. Just to give you a little idea, if you think 325 units today, is that realistic? I had about 1900 units in my team last week, in 1 week. Okay, 1900 units. So yes, it's very realistic. Okay, some people are having, and I know these people personally, are having 10, 20 cycles per day, every single day. And if you can just do the maths on that yourself, you can work it out. These are people, yes, who have been building their business for 2, 3 years. I know some people having 10 cycles per day. They have maybe 8 to 10,000 customers now in their business that's been growing now for the past couple of years. But if you get started today, start building your business today, start telling people about Karatbars, you can have a large team as well. Okay, and there's all the support in the world there for you to do that. And remember, units are given in purchases. The price of gold is irrelevant. So you can see now, whenever people say to me, oh yes, but Brian, the price of gold's going down, I don't care what the price of gold is. If I get 75 units, I get my cycles and I get paid in my cycles. The price of gold is completely irrelevant to me, and it's irrelevant to me when I'm growing my Karatbars business. Alright. As well as that, Karatbars commissions are paid weekly. Okay, so there's no waiting for a month on your commissions. Karatbars have a fantastic affiliation with MasterCard, which we all know. You don't get that too easily. Again, this comes back to credibility and Karatbars being a solid, reliable company. Okay. That's my Karatbars MasterCard there. On a Friday morning, I just go to any ATM, or I go and do my shopping in the supermarket, and I pay for it, with my Karatbars card. So you can take your money out of any ATM that accepts MasterCard, and you can pay in any restaurant or pay online or do whatever you want to do. And the first time you take your Karatbars commissions out of the hole in the wall is absolutely brilliant. Okay. I've just put a picture of the classic card there above that, because something I've found, been in the business for a while, is I'm paying for something with my Karatbars card. It did win the European Design of the Year award last year from MasterCard, and whenever I pay for something with my card, people will ask me, oh, that's a nice card, where did you get that? And that leads me into just taking out the Karatbars Classic card and showing them the card. And I've actually had 2 or 3 customers and a few affiliates signing up just from me paying for something using the MasterCard. Okay, that's how easy Karatbars can be when you've got tools like that MasterCard and you've got tools like the Classic Card, and you can just actually take it out of your pocket and show it to people. People are interested. But Karatbars do pay every week. People worry about not getting their commissions. The reason they're worried is a lot of companies out there don't pay their affiliates. Karatbars never ever miss paying their affiliates, never have done. And again, if they did, you'd be able to find out about that on the internet. I always tell people to do their own due diligence, as I said. Okay, so how do you promote your Karatbars business? I've sort of touched on this already, but everyone who registers, even if you register as a free affiliate and you don't buy a marketing package, you still get your own affiliate link and you still get your own replicated website as well. So all you have to do is ask people to register on your website and take a look at your products. Alright, how hard does that sound? I sell 24 karat gold products. I work for a really good company. They've been around for 4 years. There's 120,000 affiliates and customers. I have my own website. Take a look at my website and register for free without obligation and have a look. Okay, it's not the hardest sale in the world, that really, is it? I'm asking someone to register and have a look. If they are more interested and they want to find out about building an affiliate business, well, all you have to do is ask them to watch any daily or weekly webinar. Okay, so it doesn't matter. There's no excuse for not being able to get some training for people or being able to explain the business, because every day at karatbarswebinar.com, if you want to write that down, karatbarswebinar.com, 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. EST every single day of the week there's a webinar. So it doesn't matter when you're talking to a potential customer or a potential affiliate, all you have to do is direct them to karatbarswebinar.com and that webinar will explain everything for them. Following on from that, we have karatbarspresentation.com. This is Brian McGinty. This is me that does this one. And this one is at 10 a.m. on 10 a.m. GMT. So look that up on Google if you don't know what GMT is. It's UK time. 10 a.m. GMT on a Tuesday morning, and then I do one at 7:30 p.m. GMT on a Wednesday evening. Okay, so anybody's free to join that. This is a recording of it here. This is if you've seen it on YouTube or something. But if you want to grow your business, don't be explaining Karatbars, don't be explaining the compensation plan. Let people like me do that, and just direct people to karatbarswebinar.com or karatbarspresentation.com. Simple business to promote. Really, if you're the type of person who doesn't like working offline, if you're the type of person who likes working online and you don't particularly like talking to people, for example, some people are like that, well, Karatbars provide a complete marketing system in the back office for you as well. Okay, so if you go into product purchase, scroll down to see marketing system, and you can try this out for 30 days and see what you think about it yourself. Okay, so within the Karatbars marketing system, there's an easy get started section. It's only 5 little sections. You can get started in no time at all. And then you can set up your own lead capture pages, and these are all done and populated for you with links through to your own Karatbars sign up page. So in the back office at the minute there's around about 70 or 80 lead capture pages. So there's ones that you can use it for doctors and builders and self-employed people and all these different sorts of things. There's email, voice, text messages you can use. You can set up your own video sites. There's lead capture forms, floating capture forms, different ways and tools that you can promote your business with. There's a contact manager, there's autoresponders, there's training, there's contact managers, there's everything you could possibly need in order to grow your business just basically online. I do use the Karatbars marketing system myself. I think it's really good. It's really easy for newbies to use as well. I use it for solo ads and for doing that type of marketing as well. So fantastic marketing system. Again, you don't need to go outside Karatbars. Whenever you join Karatbars, everything you need to promote your business is within the site. Okay, you don't need to go and learn anything else or get new skills. Everything's done there for you. Okay, so what you don't have to do, following on from that, you don't need to sell the product. Everyone in the world knows what gold is. Okay, 3-year-old in India, 90-year-old in China, doesn't matter, they know what gold is. You don't need to go telling people what it is. People know what it is. When you show them the Karatbars Classic Card, all they want to know is where they can get one too. You don't need to worry about the security of your customers' money. As I explained earlier, your customers go to the website, they buy their gold, it goes to third-party secure storage, and then they can have it delivered to their home. So you don't need to have sleepless nights worrying about your customers' money or your money. You don't need to worry about needing new skills. If you can learn 2 sentences, register on my site for free. That's one. Second one is karatbarspresentation.com or karatbarswebinar.com. That's it. There's the 2 sentences. If you can learn those 2 skills, tell people those 2 sentences, that's how easy it can be to grow your Karatbars business. Obviously 3 or 4 months down the road, whenever you know all the answers to the questions, you can talk about it a bit more, but in the beginning you've got the webinars there, so please use them. Okay, you don't need to worry about daily support. There's people like myself. There's an infinite amount of training on YouTube and Vimeo and Google. You do not need to worry about getting daily support from your upline either, because everyone's more than happy to help each other. And Karatbars, I certainly am. I help other people in other teams all the time. It's a good family. It's a nice place to be. You don't need to worry about getting paid. Obviously, we get paid every week. Everyone gets paid every week, so you don't need to worry about getting paid. There's no safer, easier, or more secure business in 2014. I've been in this industry for 18 years. I've never seen any business that even comes close to Karatbars in terms of everything, in terms of being easier or being more secure or easy for people to make money with. So, to finish off, what do you have to do next? You know now what Karatbars is. You know it's a trustworthy company. You know that it's easy enough to build. You know what the product is. You know how to get your marketing pack. So, what to do next? Get back to the person who told you about this presentation. Thank them obviously for telling you about the presentation. If no one has told you about this and you found this on YouTube, just go underneath the video and you'll see a little link there where you can actually register for your account, okay? But if you need to go back to someone, go back and speak to them, ask them for their referral link and register. It will take you no more than 5 minutes, okay? Register as a customer or an affiliate. If you want to build a business, register as an affiliate, okay? Upload your ID and proof of address. Again, whenever you go into the back office, once you've registered, you'll see a tab with profile. Open that up, you'll see KYC, and that just means know your customer, and in there you can upload your ID, which could be a driving license, passport, country ID, whatever, and a proof of address, which can be a utility bill or some bill from your home. Okay, that will take you no more than 10 minutes to do both those things. Number 3, go to product purchase, scroll down, and then you'll see package purchase, and you have bronze, silver, gold, VIP, VIP exclusive. You take out your credit or debit card and you buy it. Okay, that is everything that you need to do now to set up your business. You could set up your Karatbars. I could do it in 5 minutes. You can do it in 10. Okay, that's how easy it is to get started. One-off cost. No more monthly fees, no hidden costs. That's you done. Okay, from here on in now, all the money you make in this business is profit. Alright, so then all you have to do is start telling people about the great company you're with, tell them about your website. So number 4, you simply ask people to register free in your website and take a look at your business. That's it, simple as that, nothing else more complicated than that. And then if they have any questions, send them to one of any 2 daily webinars which are on every day of the week. How easy is that? It's the easiest business in the world. Okay, you have great products, great prices, and you represent a great company. That's the thing as well. I always tell people, if you're going to join Karatbars and promote Karatbars, get involved in Karatbars. Be proud of your business, be proud of the company you're working with, and enjoy it. Okay, it's a great company, good fun. There's great incentives in there. There's lots of new incentives in the back office. Watches, Rolex watches, and different little promotions and things. As well as that, you've got karatbarswebinar.com, karatbarspresentation.com. If you go on there, you can always catch up with the webinars as well. So that's me for this presentation. I hope you've enjoyed that. My name is Brian McGinty, and I look forward to speaking to you again sometime next week. Thanks very much.